You can increase your productivity by 5 or 10 times overnight by putting the 3 methods into action that I'm going to give you in my free course. So go download it right now by clicking the link just below here. This video is about the reason why most people don't have high standards in their life. They don't have any goals. They don't have anything they want besides what is actually going on. So stick with me because you can really learn something about yourself because you are like me. And this is a video about me. My name is Claus Levin, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon if you want original insights on personal development and success. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about the fact that when you have a high standard, or you have an ideal, right? An ideal of what kind of person you would like to be, or you have a high standard of what you would like to be doing every single day, right? And you won't budge until you're there, right? You will never give up that ideal of being a great human being, or being a kind human being, or being a successful human being, or being ambitious. That's what it means to have an ideal. But most people don't have very high ideals because we react to ourselves like our parents did when we didn't live up to their ideals, right? You should be a big boy now. You shouldn't be crying now. Or to the girl, you shouldn't be, aggressive like that. You should be a nice girl. And so we scold and we go, what are you doing, right? It's like this emotion, you shouldn't be doing that. You're wrong. And it feels awful to the child. Sorry, this is not about, crying about our childhood and looking all into all this stuff that makes us victims. It's just a fact that is how most parents react. And so when we grow up and we have high ideals, what do we do when we don't live up to them? We talk like that to ourselves and ruin it for ourselves. It's not the high ideals that's the problem. Let's say you have this ideal of being loving, right? So when you feel jealous, that is not living up to your ideal, because now you're not loving, now you're possessive, now you're destructive, now you're being mean, right? And that is not your ideal. So how do you react to that feeling of jealousness? Most people, I would say, don't have those high ideals. So they just lean into their jealousness, basically, right? They just become jealous and then they just pursue that direction. There's no ideals up there that says, hey, what are you doing? Stop that, right? Stop that erratic, dysfunctional, toxic behavior. It has nothing to do with what you believe in and your higher values. So what can you do? You can either kill your higher values and say, that's all right, I can live with myself even though or you can start feeling shame and all kinds of negative emotions. Nobody wants to feel those, so let's get rid of the high aspirations, the ideals, the standards, the whole image of who you could become. Or you can stop treating yourself like dirt. You can stop talking to yourself like you are a sinner, right? You can stop that whole religious, semi-religious inclination that we all live with, but I shouldn't have done that. I'm a shameful, bad human being. You can say, okay, I understand that I became jealous, but I'm going to do something else. I'm going to seek help. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to do something to get out of this state because it's not what I want. You're never going to do that if you don't have high ideals for yourself. But if you scold yourself, if you talk negatively to yourself, if you feel shame and all kinds of really hurtful emotions because you see yourself as your own parent that's just scolding you, and we can tell ourselves stuff that our parents would never have told us. We're much worse than those, right, people? Much worse. They might have said, you shouldn't be doing that. What are you doing? Get your act straight and stuff like that. But we tell ourselves the most toxic stuff that I can't even tell you in this video because it involves really, really bad words, right? So we need to stop that. Why? Because you simply cannot have high ideals, have high aspirations and standards if you react to yourself like an idiot every time you don't live up to them. So the whole key is to be loving and kind to yourself in your pursuit of higher ideals. That's the key. If you can do that, your ideals can be as high as you want because they're never going to backfire on you. It's just going to be amazing, golden stuff in the air, right? Instead of, I'm a bad person. So you don't have to kill them, you can pursue them, and you don't have to kill yourself in the process. Please watch this video again if there's anything that's unclear to you to get it straight. I can be kind of frantic in my argumentation here, but I hope the message came out clear to you. See you in the next video after you subscribed and hit the bell icon.